live. We are live. Yes, we are live. Hey, everybody, welcome to Games and Stuff. Pete's here again with some technical difficulties. Crow always with technical difficulties. And I gotta turn off the background music. Done.
Yes.
Turned off.
Welcome. I was messing around with something here and it started playing music, so I took my headphones off for a minute so I could get the volume off. And because for a second I thought you were playing the music, I was like, that doesn't sound like music.
No, I have no idea where all the music's coming. But you know what? This is the third consecutive Games and Stuff podcast. How freaking cool is that?
Very?
What?
Very?
I think it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's 3 weeks in a row. And even with me
right?
trying to change things up every week.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think we might be onto something.
Yeah, we got to keep hot dogs out of it.
Yeah, no more hot dogs. Yeah, I had a poutine for lunch, so if I have to do an emergency bathroom break,
that sounds good. I've never had poutine, but that sounds good.
Yeah, poutine. Well, it's from Costco. And Costco's poutines are probably one of the better poutines on the west coast of Canada, but I don't really do cheese, so this could be very interesting for us. So if I have to say, "Hey, Crow, can you take care for like 10 minutes while I run?" It's because the cheese has gotten to me.
I suppose that okay. I'll even though we have no so time for what is Crow playing on update. Well, see, okay, here's the thing.
Yeah, we don't have there's nothing planned to talk about in this show. We just get together and talk. I was gonna show some Atari stuff, but I can't get my OBS working with StreamYard. Like, I just don't understand how to do it.
I've got what I was trying to run and get is I got all these buttons here. I want to clean them. So I got
clean buttons during the show.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was grabbing my alcohol and I've got these cups that throw all these pieces in. I've been working on the cocktail cap the whole day, pretty much. After I was done streaming, because I had to stream on Steam for Zen, because I streamed Pinball M for them today.
What? What?
What do you mean?
You were streaming for them, so
I was on Steam streaming on the Pinball M page. So, like, you know how you go onto Steam and sometimes people are streaming?
Yes.
That was me today on Pinball M.
Okay.
It's not the first time I've done it for them, but it's the first time I've done it for Pinball M.
Oh, sweet.
So, but there's no there's no, like, you can't get the original version yet because it's not out yet, but there's the demo version. They asked if I'd stream the demo, and they gave me the app ID because it's a whole lot trickier to do it on Steam because you have to own the game, you have to have been whitelisted to be able to stream the game, and you have to spit in specifically the game that you're streaming. I guess so you can't stream the wrong game on the wrong page or something. So I'd been trying, like, it took me half an hour to get it started, and I started late. It was going to start late anyway. But what happened was, apparently, I was putting an ID for Pinball M, but it's telling me I don't own the game. I was like, of course I don't own the game. The game's not out yet. But it turns out that the demo version of the game has a different app ID, and that's not the app ID they were giving people out on the page. So after I figured out the right app ID for the demo, and after I'd stream, I had to email back, say, hey, look, you got to tell people the right app ID if they're going to be able to stream the demo version like you want. So again, it's Sunday, and they're all the way in Hungary, so who knows when they're going to actually see it. But I did meet them at the Pinball Expo. They were at the Pinball Expo, and I was kind of surprised because they came all the way from Hungary to be there.
They're from Hungary, you said?
Yes, yeah, like Budapest.
Wow, that is a long way to go.
A lot of game developers, especially like games that I seem to play, are from like halfway around the world.
Nice. I just realized, like, as I was trying to figure out how to get OBS working, that there needs to be a competitor to OBS.
There probably is, but it's there is like XSplit and stuff, but this OBS is open source. It's the only one that's open source.
Yeah.
But for what it is very you can do a lot with it. You're not locked down into doing certain things. So that's why it's so popular, because you're not really limited as to what you can do. Like you can make your own transitions and stuff if you wanted to. But
Yeah, I was just.
it's not very easy to understand if you're just getting into it. There's so many things to learn about it.
Yeah, I just like. I guess all I do want is how can I? Because I wanted to show my Atari today without showing all the windows in the bottom of the screen.
Well,
That's
here's the thing: is it's not an OBS problem that you're having. It seems to be a StreamYard problem.
yeah, it is. StreamYard sucks. I'm gonna get
Because
rid of it.
OBS, because yeah, OBS is showing the right thing, the thing you want to show.
Yeah,
But I'm not so familiar with the paid version of StreamYard to know how do you add a third screen and what options you choose. Because if you were to choose on your camera right now, you could probably choose OBS virtual camera, like I'm using right now,
yeah.
and that
All
would
I
show up.
wanted to do was show this, I guess.
Yeah, so instead of like sharing OBS, I'm just kind of surprised you can't show like a second camera. Like,
Yeah, it won't allow me to show. It says extra camera, but my browser gets all messed up trying to do that.
well, you know what? This works. This seems to be good enough.
Yeah. So
And if
basically,
you
all
like, and if you lock down your video display, you will get rid of the red border.
what?
In your sources, you see there's like a padlock,
Yeah.
and if you click on it, it gets rid of it. That means
So
you can't move it or change it. But
this
that
is
works.
basically what I wanted to show is. Oh, maybe I'll just turn it back on. My Atari Game Station Pro. From my arcade.
Oh, okay. So you did get this. Did you
So I
get it
did get
recently?
it, and it's interesting. So these are like so you got local storage, you got your micro SD. So I loaded up the micro SD, but first going to the I find the joystick not the greatest, but I don't know. Maybe it's just not used to playing it. But you go in your featured games, and there is like I mean, these games you pretty much can get them anywhere, right? Like
Oh yeah, yeah.
nothing great there. Like there's some classics like there's asteroids and all that kind of stuff, basketball, basic math, aqua adventure. And it does everything it's supposed to do. So you go in and play asteroids. Um, I did a video for my channel for members on my channel, so go check out the unboxing and my initial thoughts on this. But I thought it would be just cool that I bring it up.
You
And
do know you could add more games to it too, right?
yeah, I'm going to show you that in a second. I added 2000.
Only.
Yeah. All right, let's get going here. So I can find some of the controls are a little obtuse in it. Like,
Well, how does this? I mean, because you're okay. So that's asteroids. Is that my mouse cursor
yeah.
on this? Yeah, it is. Never.
So like you can go. There's some 5200 games, which I guess is probably the highlight for most people. The fact that there's some 5200 games on there. Like not many, but you can play like I've never heard of Mebzork before.
Mebzork. I it sounds familiar. You know, I wonder if that's supposed to be like the. You know what? That might be Masters of the Universe.
I
And
don't know, right? I
named
don't know which one this is. I've never played it before. Select the
that
game.
actually. That's a. You know what? That's a 5200 game.
Yeah.
I could tell from the options.
Well, that's what it
Either that
says,
or it's
right? So it's 5200, right? Which, like, it feels like a shooter game. Like, I'm playing it right now. There's no audio, obviously. I got to figure this out. I might just get rid of StreamYard and just use OBS as just stream directly from OBS, I think.
Well, that's what I was doing usually.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
probably,
I don't
because it's
know
better
how.
for doing gaming and stuff like that.
Well, I don't know how you do that with multiple people, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, me neither. So, but like, I might start game streaming again, like just having some fun streaming games, different games. So, now that I got a really beefy computer coming. So anyway, the Game Station Pro, I'm actually using it more than I thought I was going to, Crow.
I think that's the name of this game is Mebzork, MEB.
Mebzork. I don't own it on the 5200. I got like 20 games on the 5200.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out where this game is from, and I
No,
searched for it, and nothing came up.
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. Welcome to Games and Stuff. Yeah, the joystick is just no, it's not the 2600 joystick. I mean, it's decent. The paddle wheel is great. Like I did some games for my channel members. I did some. Okay, I gotta go home now. I did some paddle games, so I'll do a couple right now. So I do like the little spin wheel on there. I gotta admit it. Like,
Okay, so it works good.
well, it's better than the stick, but the joystick
Well,
is
yeah. Is it better than an original paddle?
no,
Okay.
no. But I was playing Berserk on, not Berserk. I was playing Breakout on it and having a blast with it. So I'm going to use the paddle right now.
Let's see.
Okay, and I'm using the paddle right now. So you got that like precision control, which is great.
Well, yeah.
So once I got used to it, like when I did my members video, it was like I couldn't lose after that. Like I'd never be able to do that on the Evercade, dude.
Well, yeah, because of the D-pad, you wouldn't be able to do it.
So the joystick, like Jeff, I agree with you. It's nothing compared to the original 2600 joystick, but it is actually not as bad as I thought. Like the wheel, the spinners is a great little addition. Like and I was playing what's that other one? Famous one, not War something. Warlords. Yeah, I played Warlords on it, and I'm like, actually once I get used to the spinning, because you got to get used to how fast you can spin it, right? Like how much a spin can push it.
Yeah,
because
it's very
like, so I'm not doing bad on it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it works really well. Better than what we got in the Evercade.
Oh, 100%. 100%, no doubt. So where this really shines, though, is, and I'm just resetting the console, it's the fact you can add, like, so easily. I just added a folder, put a 16 megabyte, no, 16 megabyte SD card in it, and I added 1,000 Atari games to it. So it was pretty good. And it just, once you put it in, you can boot to the SD card, but you don't get any of the same save states or anything like that. So it does this initial boot, and then it goes to a choice between local and SD storage. So unfortunately, it doesn't have a nice list or anything like that, but maybe somebody will build a firmware for it. So these are all the games I've added.
Well, it's better than nothing. I mean, this is very similar to what you'd see on the Harmony cart if you plug that into a real 2600.
Yeah, so you got like Dark Cavern here, which is, you know what Dark Cavern is, right?
Yeah, that's what we got on the Evercade.
No, so this is
the 7800 Dark. Oh, Dark. I'm sorry, that's Night Stalker. Sorry, I was thinking of another game.
Yeah, this is better than Night Stalker because controls better.
Well, however, I will say in the television Night Stalker Defense, you can move and fire in a different direction.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so it does. The television's pretty good. So, but like this is Dark Cavern. I had no idea when I first played this as a kid. Well, not as a kid, probably as an early teenager, that this was another game out there called Night Stalker.
Yes, that kind of stuff was very hard to know as a kid, especially with the 2600, because there were a lot of games that were released the same, that were released as different game names depending on how it was released. Like if it was a Sears game, sometimes it was labeled as a different game.
Yeah,
like I remember one. I can't remember like what was it called. I may have to look it up because there was one called Slot Car Racer or something like that, and it was one of my favorite games. And then I had bought another game at a garage sale, and I was so confused when I plugged it in because it was like the same game. I was like, "What the?" But I was like, "Oh, well, at least I only paid $0.25 for it."
So it's pretty cool. Like you can play all these games. So to be honest with you, Crow, I've been playing so much of this on the SD card, like that I've actually gotten really back into Atari games again. Like I can't wait for my 2600 Plus to come.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that too.
210 Common is on here, which is one of my favorite games. Enduro.
Tutankhamun, yeah.
Frostbite, which is the first Atari game I ever owned in my life.
Really, Frostbite?
Yeah, I got it for the year I got my Gemini in 1970. I got my Gemini, I think, in 1978. I was 5 or 6 year old. My older brother was in college, and he brought it home for me. He bought me a Gemini and Frostbite. That was the game that came. Well,
Okay,
it came with Donkey Kong Jr. with it, and then the game that he bought me was Frostbite, and I remember playing that game so much.
why in the world can't I? I thought if I went to Atari age, I'd be able to figure out by clicking on the game. I thought it
Anybody
gave
in chat got this collection? Anybody get it? Doon doon doo doo doon.
Slot Racers. What was the Sears version of Slot Racers? It had a different name. I can't.
I think I remember that one. This one here, I used to die so much back in the day. I was like, oh my god, I can't jump or duck from the bird, from the eagle, and you don't. You just got to make it there first. So this is just Pitfall 2. And the thing is like why this is exciting me about my 2600, because this doesn't have save states or anything, right? So I'm just playing them like I would normally play them. But I own these games on my 2600, and I just want to be able to play them with that joystick. Even though this one's passable, it's still not great. What's this game famous for, Crow?
Give me a second. Okay. It's a game that's famous for letting you continue.
It's the first, I think one of the first games that had a checkpoint system.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the checkpoint, and you actually can't. You have like unlimited lives, don't you?
Yeah. There's no timer on this like the first one, which was a big win to not have that timer.
Well, you have no timer and unlimited lives.
Yeah. Except that first
honestly,
checkpoint is a pain in the bus, because I die so often going to the trying to get to the first checkpoint because of that stupid freaking scorpion.
well, tell you, it's funny is that I remember playing this on the 2600. I made it through and I beat the game. And then for some reason, I had the 5200 version. I played through the game again, and it blew my mind when I went to beat the game, and the door opened up, and it went to another.
Yeah, there's a brand new world on the
And I
5200
was like,
version.
"What in the world?" I didn't even know that, and it was like
Oh,
way
see,
harder.
there's a delay on the controller. I timed my jump perfectly there. Like the 2600, I don't believe has the actual extra world in there. But maybe somebody in the chat can answer that. I'm not sure.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, Gene jokes there. Hey, Gene, Jeff, Dan, Saboteur. Sorry.
It's. I think it's only the 5200 and ColecoVision versions that have the extra world.
Yeah, because it's nobody knew about it, right, when it first came out. That oh my god, see, look, I mistimed it that time.
Well, they were like the guy. I don't know who made the game, but he was.
I don't know if this one was David Crane or not.
I think it was David Crane.
Was it David Crane? Yeah.
He wanted to add the extra world into because he had all this extra space, and
Yeah.
because the games it didn't take him that long to convert it, and he asked like, oh, can I put this extra world in there? And they were like, no, and he did it anyway.
Yeah.
They thought he was going to ask for more money to do it or something, I guess.
Probably, like, all they got for these games were just their weekly salaries, right? Like, they didn't get paid extra for these games back in the day, which is hilarious to think about.
He had the space, he had the time to do it, so he just did it.
Yeah, it's pretty much the way it is now. There you go. I finally got that jump, and I die here a lot too coming up. Ah, there's checkpoint. There you go. That's the first checkpoint right here, Crow.
Yes.
It's just a fun game. Like, I don't know. I always had a blast playing this game.
What's really funny is when you miss the ladder and you fall down and you just happen to hit a frog on your way down.
Yeah.
And you wind up teleporting all the way back to the last checkpoint.
Well, at least now I go to my checkpoint, right? Oh, which it's right there.
Yeah. And what I think is interesting is the farther you're away from the checkpoint, the more money you lose, or points rather.
Yeah. But it's just a fun game, and the fact that the Game Station Pro allows me just to have all these games anytime to play. Like, I don't own 1,000 Atari games like that. I don't own. Oh no! Please! Oh, the bat! Oh, the stupid bat! The bat got me that time, Crow. So yeah, it's so easy to add games. You just need the A.26 extension, and you're good. Okay, go on. There you go. You can turn on the stairs on the way down if you can catch. Oh, son of a frick! Anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. So, how has your week been going? What have you been up to?
Well, well, my sister has been in town, so it's like the first time I saw her in 5 years. So I
Oh,
saw,
sweet.
I was like hanging out with them like on Friday and Saturday. Other than that, I've just been working on random stuff with this cocktail cabinet, which is why I've got all these buttons to clean. So I've actually, I wound up at Menards. I wasn't even planning on going to Menards on Saturday, and we wound up close to there anyway for lunch. And we're like, hey, let's just go to Menards because like maybe their Halloween decorations are on sale. So while we were there, I was like, I'm sure I bought more Halloween decorations, but then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I could look and see if I could get, shelf wood and all this other stuff because I wanted to replace the control panels, which is why they're all apart right now. And I've actually was just out there cutting. So I bought some shelving parts and I cut what I needed. I drilled some holes. They're actually in the garage drying. The paint, I sprayed painted them. But I also bought new graphics to replace the ones that were on there. All that's in the
Right.
garage as well. I'm trying to get that. That I was trying to get it to work on my phone the other day to be able to show you that stuff.
Yeah.
And it wasn't working, and it wasn't working. And then I basically after the podcast, and the next day I installed everything, I reinstalled everything, and it worked. And you know what? It's not working again.
Oh
So
my God.
I don't know what in the world is the problem. And I just did the same thing now. I uninstalled it all, reinstalled it all. It doesn't work.
It's always the way it is, though, right?
I was like, what in the world is okay? Like, and it's so weird. It's like it used to work like no problem all the time.
I
And
like I do things like that, and then I'll do something really cool, like I'll figure something out technically or something like that, and then months will go by, and I want to do that same thing again, and I've completely forgotten how I've done it, and
you
I'm
know
like,
something?
I have to relearn it all.
I just got it to work.
There you go. See, talking through it. What? Okay, what are you showing me on your phone?
Well, I was just going to show you the state of that cabinet because,
Oh yes, I'd
I,
love to do it. I'm gonna put you on the big screen. Okay, hold on.
yes, give me a second here. I
Okay,
need to.
Crow bought a tabletop
Well,
cabinet.
okay, it's all in pieces
Yeah,
to
I
give.
just want to see it. So
It's
you're in
I
solo mode right now. So
I
Crow is
actually
in
got
solo mode.
the Pandora's box. Let's see,
You've opened the Pandora's box?
I did. I got the Pandora's box this morning, and please run IV cam. I am running it. Is it because it's a different one?
You know,
Maybe.
Crow, I haven't been able to stop thinking about the actual Popeye cocktail cabinet that I could buy from the local arcade. The more you talk about yours, I'm not seeing anything on the screen but something that
yeah,
says
I
screening.
yeah I know this is. That's Elgato screen.
Everybody scan that right now and see what it does.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, so right behind me. Actually, here.
Okay, wait.
These are all the buttons and stuff I'm cleaning.
All right. So you got a screen within a screen, which is really weird on my screen
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
fine. I could. I could fix this.
That's okay. You don't need to worry about it. See,
No,
these
it's not
are
a
the
problem.
OG buttons, right?
There. Yeah, well, these are HAP buttons. There's actually a part that connects to the bottom of these.
What makes that haptic?
It's not haptic. They're just HAP. HAPP. They're
I
the
think
type
said
of button,
haptic. I'm
as
like, what
opposed
makes
to
it haptic?
as opposed to Sanwa buttons. They're the ones that are more flat. They're not concave, and they don't. You can't take them apart really. I've been taking these apart to clean them, but yeah. Here's the cabinet here. This is the thing that was inside of it before. This is the Game Elf.
Looks like a cable modem.
It does, but it's like a Pandora's box, but here's a JAMA connection. It's got a JAMA connection on it. This is what was in it originally. Inside, I don't know if you can see it, but there's the Pandora's box that's inside of it. I literally just hooked this up. And so that's what I just got it to a button test because I took the whole control panel apart. So I just have a joystick here connected. So I was just testing, make sure that it works. But literally, these are the way the buttons are. These are the ends of the buttons that connect. So let's see.
Right.
This one is seat button C. But I have a lot to test on this. Like I have to flip the screen around. Another thing that I did was that
Since you're putting a Pandora's box in here, then you're gonna just copy the games that were on there already, or are you just gonna just put all the games you want on there?
Well, I don't know exactly what I can or cannot do for adding games. There's supposedly consoles in here. Not every console's in here, but for the consoles, I think I could just. I've taken the plexiglass off here. I've taken all the T molding off of it. This is all the T molding. I've bought new T molding. I'm going to replace with it. But I've actually modified this thing so it'll pop up, so you don't have to look down if you don't want to. But it does not enough support here to right now to keep it up. So another thing I got in the mail recently, I don't know, but I got these. Oh, here it is. This is just one of them. This is a strut.
Oh, so, right, to keep it up, yeah.
Yeah, to keep it up. So I have actually I bought a pack of 4. I only need 2. But yeah, look at this.
Maybe you can send one of those struts to Ed for all his polls. Keep his polls.
Yes. Here, Ed, hold your pole up.
Here, keep your pole up, Ed. There's our strut.
This thing is like tough by itself.
Those jokes just wrote itself. Oh, that's awesome! So you're gonna have like a.
I found my parts of other parts that I had, but yeah.
Oh man, you're a madman.
So yeah, there's actually this is for like player 1, this is for like player 2, and then there's like duplicate controls here in the middle, so you can do side by side. With the Game Elf, you could rotate the screen with a button. Supposedly, I could do this with this version of the Pandora's box, but I literally just like right before this started figured out how to get the joystick connected and how to get into the settings menu. So I don't know much more about it other than that. But yeah, other than it was funny because I named the video like very confusing. Like I found an elf in one of these things when I put up my pickups video.
You found an elf?
Yeah, because there's a game elf.
Oh, okay. Awesome, man.
But I'm really surprised with how quickly the Pandora's box came, because I bought it on eBay. I bought it on it was new.
Yeah, it's not like it's Amazon or anything, right?
On eBay for $50, because that's even half the cost if I want anywhere else. Like even on AliExpress, it'd be more.
I see Evercade Tate.
Here's the thing: is this monitor doesn't have HDMI. Only got VGA and DVI. I guess I can do a converter.
You can do a converter from HDMI to VGA.
I could, but it's not even really putting the right signal output out of the Pandora's box right now, because it's the screen it's expecting widescreen, but it's not even a widescreen monitor. I was thinking replacing the monitor at one point is an option, but actually the monitor is good enough for what it is. So I could work around it. There's just a ways to set to modify the signal output, and it's just not doing quite the right one at the moment. And it doesn't need to be super high resolution for what I want to do on it or anything. So, but yeah, I got a lot of buttons to clean.
Gene Joke says bit early to have an elf in shop, but you can understand people like Crow and myself. We buy it's all year long. We're buying gifts for ourselves.
Yeah, that's funny. It's fun. Oh, you know what? That's not even the only thing I got today. I got to show you something pretty cool.
Yeah, my new. While you're doing that, just to give you an update on my new kick-ass Alienware computer I've got coming. It'll be in the mail it'll be here November 2nd. I am so excited because this computer I have here.
Are you gonna do a video on it?
No, I'm not. But this computer here is great, but no, like I have an external SSD drive connected to it, and every time I click on it, it freezes the computer while it's accessing it, and I'm like, ugh, it's so crazy. So I'm kind of glad that I'm gonna.
I bought this for me.
What is it?
It's Trapjaw, but it's.
Oh yeah, you're a Masters Universe guy. See, I'm not a Masters Universe.
I only buy the Origins. I only buy Origins. Yeah, I have Transformers too, but I had Masters Universe too at the same time. So I buy all the Origins stuff, but Trapjaw, I buy almost anything Trapjaw. because Trapjaw was the first one I got. So I got like this one. I have this is the one from the 2000 series, and
Eric Crow. What I want to tell you is we were talking about Breakout Recharge last week, right? Coming to the Atari.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I didn't show you the trailer though, right?
Oh wait, is this a different Breakout?
This one here. Did I show you the trailer?
That's not Breakout. That's Berserk.
Berserk. Did I? Oh yeah. Did I? I didn't show you this last week, right?
I've seen the video though.
So they announced November 8th it's coming out.
Okay, well I'll probably buy it. It looks it's so weird.
It looks so funky.
Dual analog. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but it looks so funky.
He's obviously
right?
not just shooting in just 8 directions. He's shooting in very specific directions.
But doesn't it look like so wild?
It does, and that's what all the recharge stuff is pretty much. So I think it fits in line.
Who would have thought we'd have like 10 recharge games? Like 10 remakes of Atari games in like 2023.
Nobody did.
Yeah. So anyway, November 8th it's coming out, which is really, really cool, in my opinion. Like, there's a little happy face. Well, he's grumpy now, but
well, yeah, Evil Otto.
Yeah, because in the original Atari, he's just a happy face, right?
Yeah, he's just in the arcade game too.
Yeah, just misleading, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, that's the ironic thing is he's happy because he's invincible. You can't kill him.
So yeah, I just it's coming out November 8th. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna pick it up on my Steam Deck. Again, in that stupid dilemma where I'm playing all my games on my Steam Deck, but this is on the VCS and I want to support it. And so
yeah, that's the thing is like I bought all the stuff on the VCS and then I wound up buying it on Steam anyway.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna go on sale like pretty big on the VCS at Christmas time, like they normally do, like for 50% off. So I think I'll pick up all the recharge games then. That's my goal.
Yeah, yeah,
man.
It'll probably be sooner than that for this winter sale or whatever.
Crow needs to finish so he can disassemble the Super Pocket.
I don't have it yet.
Yeah, November 14th, right?
Is that when the Super Pocket's coming? I haven't even.
November 14th or November 28th? I can't remember.
Don't worry, I have
no idea.
I don't think this project will take me that long.
You're only cleaning buttons.
Well, not that, but like the whole arcade cabinet thing. This cleaning button thing is just a tiny portion of it. Because I still have to wait for the paint to dry for the parts I just painted. I had used some glue to put together some of the parts that were like a little bit broken that I wasn't going to entirely replace. I have to actually probably, because of the hinge that I put up in there, I'm going to have to make...
What did you just say?
You
said the hinge you just put up there?
The hinge I put into the thing to be able to rotate it upwards. The power cable for the monitor isn't long enough, so I'm going to have to extend that one way or another. The cable for the VGA, I think, is perfectly fine. It's plenty long. But I'm going to have to rewire it all. I have to put the... It'll work out pretty good. But that's the one, and I don't think it'll take as long as that. But however long it takes me to get the vinyl pieces, and I bought the T-molding. And here's the funny thing: is I bought it yesterday, and then I realized I bought way too much T-molding, and I emailed them like, "Hey, can you cancel my order? I want to redo my order." I'll find out. They don't work on the weekends. It's actually just tmolding.com. Because what I did something incredibly stupid. I measured how much I needed in inches, and then I ordered like I was ordering in inches, but I was really ordering in feet.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I was like, man, T-molding is expensive. I'm thinking to myself, and then I was looking at, wait a minute, did I order like 350 feet instead of 350 inches? I looked and said, yeah, I did. That's why it was so expensive.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
And then here's the funny thing is like, even if I had gotten all the T-molding I ordered, which is all yellow, by the way, I probably could potentially use it all, because as I'm sitting there thinking about what I do to the cocktail cabinet, I'm thinking, you know what? I could probably build my own arcade cabinet. And I was like, well, how would I do that? How about like what I do, like Tate monitor, what I use a horizontally monitor. It's like, I know, I'll do two. I'll make one for each. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute now. What if I wanted to use a trackball or a dial? Oh, it's like, well, I could build one of those too.
Well, you can build anything if you put your mind to it, right?
Well, yeah, and the funny thing is, the more I fix things, the more easier everything I think everything is. Because I built it like I didn't mind redoing all this is because I just built the cat like his own city. I built my own desk, so now it's like, oh, okay, I could probably do an arcade cabinet. It's just like the cost of all the materials. And I have a tendency to overbuy like the amount of stuff I need.
So, how's your adventures in Playdate Land going?
Let's see. I was playing something. I was just like, I had gotten this just to see. I had gotten that zipper game, Hyper Meteor. I don't know what this one is with the eyeball. What is this one? Let's see if you can even see it.
I can't see it.
Yeah. It's okay. Well, here, can you see it now? Can you make out what that game is?
Oh, it's there's a system update. All right, I better update my game. All right, I'm calling Playdate Central to update my Playdate.
Demon Quest 85. Wait a minute, are these? I don't even remember playing that one.
Demon Quest is it the bit one?
It's came with it. Well, anyway, I was playing the zipper by Bedet Fadi. Yeah. I was having fun with that one. Hyper Meteor. I don't know what one that one is. I think that might be Asteroids. Yeah, that's like the Asteroids one.
Have you installed Mirror on your?
No.
Go get it.
I've barely played any of these games.
Why'd you buy it if you're not playing it?
Because I bought it because it was going to be more expensive. I bought it. I had it sitting on my desk, and I was like, "Oh, I pick it up and I play it when I'm not busy." The problem is I've been very busy.
Yeah, cleaning your button.
Well, no, even at work, like it's been nonstop with work for a long while too.
So you got your Playdate, and you've really not played anything on it.
I've played a couple things on it.
Wait, hey, everybody doing? You know, we normally do. We start usually at 6 p.m. PST. Actually, yes. We've had this show 3 weeks in a row, and both have started at 4. Only one started at 6. It's because Crow. I accommodate Crow's every whim.
Yeah. It's my fault because last. Okay, here's the thing. Normally, we do dinner with my my wife's parents every Friday night, and it's at 7:00 Central Standard Time. And what happened was last weekend, I was at the Pinball Expo Friday. So they moved it to Saturday. But then I went to the Pinball Expo Saturday too. So they moved it to
technically it's all your fault.
And yeah, I thought they would just do dinner with my wife without me, but they're like, no, we have to do dinner with him too. And I'm like, you didn't have to. But then this weekend I was gone all weekend too because my sister was in town. So it's the same deal. It's a very rarity, and it's so weird that it happened 2 weekends in a row. But I'm be fine with starting later next weekend. Unless...
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind starting whenever. So yeah, Herb, that's normally we'll put 6 p.m. out there, and then it's like it is what it is. But yeah, I'm trying to. I think in next week's show, I got to figure out how to get working. I just got to figure out a few things because I want to do some Vita stuff next week.
Vita, okay.
Yeah, and just have it running like that. But I like having my Playdate up. Like, I just got a new update, which is weird. I didn't know there was a new update. But then again, the blue light was flashing, so...
I didn't see an update on mine, so I wonder if...
your blue light has to be flashing, I think.
Yeah, like if it doesn't get pushed out to everybody all at once.
Yeah, but I'm pretty important, so...
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You probably push it out.
1-Bit Berserk. Here's 1-Bit Berserk. Look at this. I forgot I had this game.
They probably push it out to the people who actually play their play dates first.
Dude, this is so much fun. Crow, get this. These 1-bit games are free, so just let you know.
Oh, are they? But they're on itch.io, right?
Yeah, they were anyway. Now I don't know if they're still there. But if you need them, I could give you the file and you could sideload them.
True. Well, like again, I have to look into it, and and if I'm sitting here looking to play a game, I'm actually playing on computer. I was actually playing Pinball FX earlier today too. After I was done playing Pinball M.
No Evil Auto. I love that.
What's 1-bit? He takes up more than that. Walls don't kill. Walls don't kill.
It's fun, man. I mean, I like, the Playdate is a Playdate, right? Like that's what I like about it, though. It's like there's so many other like cool little games that you can mess around with, and the mirror, like if people like, they've obviously got problems with the actual viewing angles on the device, right? But at least with the mirror, you can.
Yeah, I'm not really. I mean, it's the thing with this monitor. I figured since it was kind of an older monitor on the cocktail cabinet, it might have some weird viewing angle problems. But the thing is that there's only one viewing angle that washes out the color, and that's if you look and at it from an angle from the bottom, which is why the screen is flipped upside down.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, oh, it's actually pretty good, which is why I don't really feel like you need to replace the monitor. Have they released the dock yet? Oh yeah, that big thing that makes it look like a cube. They never released that.
Yeah, I don't even have that pre-order.
That thing was expensive. I remember it being so expensive. Like, why does this thing cost that much? I wonder if they need special to make special software for that. Because I was going to turn it into like a dock, like a sound music player or something. I don't know. Like it was like an alarm clock.
Yeah, I should get that dock actually.
Do you remember how much that dock was?
$100?
I guess, yeah, if you're already spending that much on it, it's almost doubling the price.
I think it was $100. I'm not sure.
If I went to the website, would they have it on there still?
I'm pretty sure they would.
Let's see here. Playdate. I'm just gonna look for Playdate dock because even if it's on the website, somebody might have reported on it. Playdate stereo dock. It is on their website. Coming soon.
That reminds me, like a lot of these games remind me of like Game Boy games.
Pre-order.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is it looks very much like a Game Boy because it's all. Wow, the cover is sold out.
I don't have the cover.
What? You can't get the cover unless you buy a Playdate and a cover, apparently.
I don't have the cover.
But they don't have the dock available for pre-order, so it didn't even say how much it is.
Oh no! You see what happened there?
No, I didn't. Let's see here. What happened?
I followed my thing down and I missed the lift.
Oh, but you didn't die, apparently.
Oh, I did just now. Yeah, I went back to my checkpoint. It's got vibes of Mario 3 right here. Oh, jeez. I forgot to jump. Oh, I got the
I've been playing because my sister is in town. I was at my sister's house. We were playing those Jackbox games like a lot, and those were pretty fun. You know,
I never played those games.
They're hilarious. You can play them like people. A lot of times will stream them, and you could just play them with the people on stream.
Really?
But it's because everybody plays with their own phone or mobile device, or you can even use a computer, I guess, because you just have to go to a website. You go to jackbox.tv, and then all you got to do is enter in a 4-letter code for the game that's being played, and then you're playing the game. They're great, and a lot of them are on sale currently right now too.
This one's made by Brain Dead Games.
I'm gonna need another cup because I got so many buttons here. This cup is too full.
Okay, I'm getting too much.
Spider-Man cup.
I'm ignoring chat.
Me too. We're so
Well,
we're
it's
so
your fault. You're not very good co-host this week. You're very preoccupied.
that's not unusual. I'm always preoccupied.
Hey, let's make the chat actually run our game, run our show for us by asking us questions. How's that sound?
Well, isn't that their job anyway?
Yeah, chat. Come on, man. Ask us questions.
Well, see, it's not just the chat. It's you got the people that may be watching and not chatting. So everybody that's watching needs to be chatting.
This is why it's games and stuff. There's tons of stuff.
So you could talk about two things, either games or stuff.
Yeah. So what stuff, chat, do you guys want to talk about? Anybody?
What's the rate of pay? It's 20 satisfactions per minute.
I don't know. I don't pay. No, but none of us do YouTube for the money. I'd be so much skinnier if I had to require YouTube to pay my bills. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I won't do YouTube for a living. It's too volatile.
Yeah, I got my
respect of whatever decisions they make. That's your living is based on that.
Yeah. Like you could tell, like a famous one who was pretty open with it. What's his name? RGT85 quit his job as a pharmacist or a pharmacy and went in YouTube, and it really took a toll on him. I think, right?
Yeah, because you're always they're like, oh, is this the right video to make? That's not why I make videos. I make videos because I think it's fun to make videos. I don't want. The second you turn that into a job, it becomes a huge stressful thing.
Exactly. Will the Super Pocket limited editions ever sell out? I don't think so. That's my opinion.
Here's the thing: is I only think they will sell out after it's released, and if it winds up having a huge following, people are going to want it then.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like I think it eventually has to sell out because they only made like what?
What? Yeah,
5,000.
But will it sell out before they put it on discount?
Yeah, that's the question, right? Like.
Because here's the thing, I think the people who the Super Pocket is geared toward don't even know it exists yet.
Exactly, 100%, right? Like they probably should have waited to do the special edition and just like put the regular product out and then did a limited edition like what Evercade did with the purple one, right?
Well, is that what? Yeah, well, they did that with the purple one, but they already had released like a black version, even the.
That was the pre-order
VS.
one, yeah.
Yeah, the VS. They did it with the VS too, so they're probably just moving forward with doing that
knowing
same
what
thing.
They know, right?
Yeah. Like, well, we're gonna have a special edition too, but it's not an Evercade device, so.
Does the Super Pocket have HDMI out?
No, it's got no output as far as as far as I remember. It's just like any other like of those micro players, like the My Arcade ones. They usually don't have video out.
I just got a new My Arcade. I'm gonna do it for the channel for my members. I just picked it up. I haven't opened it yet, so it's pretty cool. Space Invaders, the 45th anniversary.
Oh, in My Arcade did another Space Invaders one. I think I remember seeing that.
I got it for $16 Canadian off of Amazon.
You know what? The weirdest one I saw. There's a YouTube channel called Gen X Grown Up. I don't know if you've run into it.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
They did a video on the My Arcade Galaga one, but it looks like their arcade one, but it's got this huge joystick that sits in the front of it like a joystick flight yoke. And it doesn't make any sense for Galaga because the arcade Galaga didn't have anything like that. But they're like, hey, this works. I can't really complain about it. It's just not.
Yeah, I've watched
it's like playing a different version of Galaga.
Gen X Grow Up, right? Yeah.
Gen X Grown Up. Yeah. In fact, I've been listening to their podcast recently. It's kind of amusing stuff.
Gen X Grown Ups. I don't think I'm Gen X Grown Up. I don't think I'm subscribed to them. Yeah, I am. I am subscribed to them.
So yeah, one of their most recent videos was that Galaga My Arcade thing.
Right. Let me see. Well,
And
okay.
then
What is it?
what is what? How
What
do you
what was
spell it?
their video called?
Oh, it was, I don't know what exactly it was called, but it was on Galaga, my arcade.
Videos. Galaga. Galaga. What is it called? Oh yeah, right here.
Oh, they have the website too.
This guy.
Give me a second. Yeah, that's the thing.
Gen
It
X.
looks
Go.
so
Oh,
weird.
yeah, I like this guy. This guy's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. They have a podcast too, and I've been listening to the podcast. And it's not just on video games. It's basically, in fact, the most recent one I was listening to was about what photography was like back in the '80s and stuff.
No, he's pretty cool. Like, yeah. I've seen a few of his videos. Oh, oh my God, that does look wild, man. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
I might need to have that. I'm a sucker, like, because when I was a kid, like, remember those old school Coleco ones? Like, they had Donkey Kong and
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember seeing those in stores when I was a kid, but I
I always
never.
wanted them.
You know what? I was such a kid back then. I thought it was actually a miniature version of the arcade machine.
I didn't
I
know enough to care that. I just knew it was Donkey Kong, and I loved it.
I could never get close enough to the box to see anything different.
Yeah, I was like, my neighbor had the Donkey Kong one, and I used to like play. And I used to take, I think, D batteries. Remember D batteries?
Yeah, well, I still have D batteries. I still have things that take
Oh, look
D.
how closely how carefully opens up his thing. This dude is the true pro. Open
No,
every
you know what
box
he
guy.
does? You know what his running gag is?
Yeah.
He's like, "Here's the instructions. Won't need that," and he throws them away.
Well, he stole that from me.
Oh, did he?
Well, he had to, right? Because I'm Mister. No, no, I don't throw them. I never look at them. But I'm just
Look
joking.
at he's gonna toss. Oh wait, that's right. He's like, here's the cat. Here's everything you
Yeah,
get. And the funny thing about this video is the thing he bought isn't in this catalog, so he
yeah.
drew it just so he could exit out.
You know what we should do with this show? We should have a react part of our show where we just watch. Next week, come with a video you want me to react to.
Okay, I'll have to think about it.
And I'll think of a video I want you to react to, and we'll just load
Does
it
it
up.
have to be video game related? Because there's
No,
videos I
it could be
shoot
anything.
all the time.
It's any stuff you want. But
Okay,
what
I
I
got
like
one
about his
right off
channel,
the bat.
like, yeah, as long as it's not like gross. But what I like about his channel is like when I used to open up stuff, I just rip it open, and this dude's obviously the real pro when it comes to opening stuff. Hey, there's
Yeah.
Sean.
Well, he's been doing this
There's
for
Game
quite
Gear
some
in
time.
the background image. What are you playing it on? What? I think you're in the
And
wrong channel, dude.
yeah, this isn't an Evercade channel. Well, it's EverCanadian, but this isn't an Evercade podcast.
Yeah, I'm not Evercade channel.
EverCanadian?
Yes. No, it's Yes. Originally, I had I've said it's a great play on words. Well, how many more people got as many Evercade videos as me on their channel? I've got almost 200 Evercade channels.
You got 200 Evercade channels?
Sorry, 200 Evercade videos and growing. I just released 2 this weekend. But
Well, I have more pinball videos, but
Sean, how you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, this dude's really good.
Yeah, I recommend it. And I found out recently they've been doing a podcast for years and years and years, and it's him and 2 other guys on the podcast. And yeah, so I've been listening.
We'll have to find a third to come on this show one of these days, just to shake it up a little bit, add more nonsense to our nonsense.
Yeah, you had an open invitation.
Yeah, nobody wants to come on the show.
Hey, look, it's clean buttons. I think time is up. Clean my buttons.
But I'm trying to figure out why they got a joystick on the Galaga machine.
Yeah, it's so bizarre.
Did he ask a question in this video too? Why?
Yeah, because that's why he bought it. He doesn't know why. Like, he thought, and he already had this preconceived notion that it was going to suck because the arcade version of Galaga didn't even have a joystick like that.
It's so wild. It is so freaking wild. But I want this now. I wonder where that. See, the problem is my arcade, they don't show up in Canada Because if I order them from my arcade, it's like
Oh,
ridiculously expensive. But only when they're going on clearance that does Amazon put them on sale up here.
really? That's interesting. I wonder. Like, I'm gonna look it up on Amazon US just to see how much this is. I wouldn't be surprised if it came up like $40.
Yeah, no, I was going to go to Portland this year, me and my cousin, but he couldn't go, and we both got super busy, so I couldn't go either. It would have been awesome. Yeah, I saw some videos of your presentation. Some people who went to it said it was awesome. So
Huh.
it's pretty cool. Yeah, so Gen X Grown Up. Yeah, great channel. Yeah, and when you mentioned it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm
Wow,
subscribed to this guy.
$50.
Is it available there?
Yeah, I could buy it right now if I wanted, but it's
Dude's got a big
$49.99.
channel too. Does he do Evercade stuff on there? Because Sean
I
should reach out to him.
they might have done an Evercade video. I
Yeah.
can't remember or not.
Mostly mini consoles like my arcade stuff. So you know what, Sean? You guys should send out your Hyper Global Megatech. God, I'm saying that wrong. The Super Pocket. Send it out to Gen X Grown Up. He's got like 40,000 subscribers, and he's like really cool. Yeah, you said I was with a friend who spent 1,500 on one game. Yeah, dude, that's my cousin. My cousin's a eye surgeon.
Yep. People
And
who buy
he spends
arcade games do
literally,
that all the time.
he only buys complete in box NES like high-end games and Game Boy and Game Boy Advance complete in box games.
I spent $5,000 on one game.
You're a nutbag. I bought games from you off eBay before.
It's that Stern Star Trek I bought for $5,000.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, well that's more than a video game. That's the entire experience. But Crow, this channel would be great for the Super Pocket because they looks like they focus on like handheld retro stuff, like small retro pieces and that. Yeah, this is wild. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've
you mean
watched a few of his videos now that I'm going through it because I've seen stuff that I've watched, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm subscribed to him, so every time they come out with a video, some I don't watch them all, but a lot of them I will watch. Like the 1979 Wildfire pinball handheld.
Sean, you should send it to him, bud. Like he's got a decent following. His videos average like anywhere from 1,000, 10,000 views, and he seems likable, which a lot of YouTubers who does Evercade stuff aren't not that likable, probably me included. But
the channel is geared towards like the slightly older crowd too, because it is for a Gen
like us
X,
old white guys.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Like us old white guys. But he's pretty cool. He looks cool, and he seems good. I like his channel. Oh, Star Trek on 2600. I have that.
The Strategic Operations Simulator.
You paid $5 for ET? You nutbag. Crow, do you have a hard stop? You have a hard stop, right?
Yes, I have a hard stop. I should actually be stopping right now. They're probably
so
here.
We gotta go. We'll be back next week, and we'll be here longer next week, most likely, because Crow and I are gonna do some React videos. Crow, what I'm gonna do is download a couple videos so we can get some audio for the Reacts.
Yes.
And so, Crow, if you get a video that you want me to react to, just send me the link, and I'll download it, but I won't watch it.
All right, we'll do that. I have like trailers to stuff and stuff. So just in mind.
Chat, if you want us to react to a video next week, a retro video or game video or something, or a stuff video, throw it in the comments to this this podcast, and I'll try to download it.
That's a good name for this, Chatcast.
Chatcast?
Games and Stuff Chatcast.
Games and Stuff Chatcast. We're just adding stuff on. Yeah, we're only an hour because Crow's had back-to-back weeks. He's got stuff going on. So.
Yes.
He is my guestest with the mostest, so I want to accommodate him as much as I can.
Guestest with the mostest, okay.
I don't know my vocabulary. I've been sick for like a week, so I'm finally recovering. And my vocabulary is full of crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old and stuff. But anyway, chat, as always, thanks for hanging out with us on this really ridiculously unorganized, silly show about nothing.
And I won't have a hard stop next week, more than likely.
And we never got to talk a lot about Evercade this week, so I really want to have more Evercade talk on the channel because it's funny. I want more Evercade stuff on this show a bit too, because I feel like on Evercast there's four of us, especially when there's four of us. It's hard to get a good conversation going before Ed gets us to the next topic. He's such a slave driver for the topics. So
I don't know about that because, like, I really derailed him not
I know
yesterday.
you were doing it intentionally, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
it's
were all
always
doing it
fun to
intentionally.
derail him.
We all love Ed, but
Yes.
Ed sometimes takes himself a little bit too seriously. So it's our job to reel him in. But get him to 1,000 subs. For love of God, people, go over
Oh,
and
is
get
he not at the
everybody.
1,000 subs yet? He should
He's
be.
only 133 from 1,000.
Okay, he's almost there.
He's
He'll have
almost
it
there.
before the end of the year.
Oh, hey, Rozzy, Ray, how you doing? From
Rozzy
Australia,
Rat
well,
Ray.
Commonwealth country. You're most welcome here. All right, we're gonna go. Catch
We're
us
gonna
on the
end so
replay.
you can get to sleep.
What?
And we're gonna end so Rozzy can get some sleep because it's
Yes,
2 a.m.
Rozzy, go
in
get some
Australia.
sleep. Bye, everyone.
All right, bye.